Okay guys, welcome to the next Blender tutorial. So today we're doing game items. So we're going to go ahead and delete the default cube. And I'm going to go ahead and start with, let's go with a cylinder. So we're making a coin today. I'm just going to scale this out so you guys can see what I'm doing. And then I'm just going to pull this in now. The resize as well. If I just remove the screencast keys just for 1 second, I think I can still get to this menu. No, 1 second. Let me just get rid of this. Let's go to add and then cylinder. I'm going to move the vertices up a little bit. So we've got that nice little smooth outside ring on the coin itself. So we're just going to shade this down, even scale this down. Edit mode. We'll take the top face right here, and then we're going to take the bottom face right here. We're going to go E-fret extrude, and just leave it where it is. So what we're going to do with this, we need to amend both sides at the same time. So we're going to go scale, and then we're going to go scale again, but scale inwards. So scale against one of the axes, and then scale inwards. E-fret extrude again, leave it where it is. And then we'll scale inwards again. And then we're going to go E-fret extrude again. And then we want to scale inwards again. So if I put the X-ray on just there so you guys can see. So we're just going to go ahead and scale inwards just here. And then we will shape this in just slightly. So this item right here. Let's see what we can do with this. So we're going to go to the object mode. You want to shade this somewhat smooth. We've just gone to the render mode right here. We can go to, instead of Eevee, go to cycles. We're going to go into the materials tab. We'll go new material. This will be gold. Go ahead and make this slightly orangey yellow. Make this metallic, just by slight. And then we're going to take the roughness down. Now we might amend this afterwards, but what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add a text. So just come up to here and then just select text. So when editing text, we're going to come to object mode right here. Go to edit mode. Just delete this and we're going to type coin. So this will be a little coin for your game or whatever you'd like. You can put a $sign on there if you wanted to, or you can put pound on there, whatever you need. I'm just going to put coin for mine. Scale it in just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to come over to the this tab right here, which is the data tab. Let's go to geometry, and you want to extrude this just slightly so that it comes through the side of the coin. Make sure that it doesn't come through the back side of the coin. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that your extrude is just a little short of that back, because what we're going to do is put this on the back once we're done. So press G, bring it up, and just place it just above here so we can see that little bevel going on. Let's go to material, go to your drop down and select gold. So now these two materials will be the same. So I'm actually going to flip this on its side. So let's go rotate even and 90 degrees. Press G, we can bring this up. So the lighting is actually in the incorrect place, but I can go ahead and just make a secondary light right here. One here so we can see what's going on with this. Okay, so when you've got the coin as is, you've got a blank side on this side. So what you want to do, take this, Shift D, we'll just pull it out at the back there, rotate by 180, and then we're going to go ahead and just stick this back onto the coin itself. Just here, just make sure that it doesn't go through the opposite side and interrupt this one. So, want to make this a little bit more shiny, we can turn the roughness down as well. I'm just going to go ahead and add a plane in, because everything that I do that's shiny kind of looks a lot better when there's a plane in here. So what you can do with this as well, we can have some bump nodes put in here as well. If you want to go ahead and do that, it's just a shading tab. You got your little coin right here. So this will be the gold material that we've just put on. But if we want to add some shading to this, we can. We can do this in one of two ways. We can affect the roughness, or we can affect the colour itself. So if we go to noise texture, we can go colour to roughness. And now we kind of get this little noise kind of going on, like this kind of dirt kind of look to the coin as well. We can also add a colour ramp to this. So we can make this a little bit deeper as well. Give it a little bit of rust, give it a little bit of dirt. Yeah, it's like it's been passed from character to character, and it's become a little bit weird in a way. We can also go to base colour, and we can make that a little bit more rustic, so we can go ahead and add a noise texture. Oops, I'm just going to move this to here. Just move that out a little bit. And another noise texture, colour to colour base. Now you'll notice with this noise texture that it becomes like this. So what we want to do is, I'm just going to scale this noise texture up a little bit. So we've got that nice little grain coming through. And we've got the dirt still on the outside of the coin. We're going to add a colour ramp just in the middle right here. And now what we're going to have to do is put the colour back in. So we're going to go for that nice little gold that we had prior. We can add some extra little tones in here if you wanted some red, or you wanted a little bit of blue to make it look like it had oxidized a little bit. You can do that. So once you've got that, you can also do a bump. So you want to move the noise texture just to the side right there and add bump into the middle, and you want to go colour to height. Oops, not distance, sorry, height. And now you've got this nice little kind of rustic, kind of messed up coin that's got some grease on it. And you've also got some bumps on it. Now if you wanted to scale this outwards a little bit, you can do. You can also scale it inwards a little bit, so that it's one kind of thing, so it looks like it's been roughly cut. You can also extrude this text a little bit if you wanted to, so go back to your A right here for your data, your geometry, let's pull this out just a little bit more. So we've gone 0.6, just make sure it doesn't connect with the opposite side, and then we can take this side and we can put this one to 0.6 as well. Let me see, yeah, and that would be your coin. If we just put it on the render tab. I'm only going to keep it on the render tab for a while. It's like, it's super sunny outside and my computer is currently acting like a space heater. It's just like, oh my gosh. It's crazy. So the problem with English houses is like they're great at keeping in heat. Like, and when it comes to summer, it's just like, oh my gosh. Many of our houses were made when it was quite cold in winter, and nowadays we've got a lot of heat. I'm just going to turn this down a little bit with the black. Yeah, my house was like made just after World War II, and it's just so insulated. It's unreal. The more modern houses, they're built like American houses where they've got drywall in between and not brick. Yeah, but these ones are like solid. They're just so hot. We don't have aircon here either. We just have central heating. So, yeah. I'm just going to make this a little bit more orange. just to make it look a little bit more coin-like. But you guys can make these coins any way that you want. I'm just showing you. This is how you can make some of them right here. I don't think that's yellow enough. I think it's just too much. Let's take this up and then make it a bit more orange. I think that would be okay. Yeah, so that's a basic gaming coin. I'll see what I can do the next one. I'm kind of like looking at different ideas and looking into doing stuff, and I'm also contacting a few gaming companies and saying like, hey, do you mind me recreating some of your items from your games, like basically just to show people how to make them. I haven't had any replies yet, so yeah, there's that. But I'll see what I can do as regards to fan art, because I'm sure that like there's maybe a small loophole that I could look into. I don't know. I don't want to do anything without companies giving me permission, but if they do have a fan art page, it's kind of different. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe. Bye bye.